the season started. And welcome back to the latest greatest episode of the Shaving Points podcast. My name is Jayton May. You can find me on Twitter at jmay56. Joined as always by my co-host Quentin Crisco up in Philly. How we doing today?
Doing fine. Bears didn't break my heart and smash
Your
into a million
Eagles.
pieces.
Your Eagles are undefeated.
Yeah, I'm thinking about becoming an Eagles fan for real. Like so I was gonna wear a Texas Tech hat on here instead, but they're losers too. So I'm just like, I couldn't decide how to get away from it. So I just had to lean into
It's
it.
a bad weekend altogether.
So I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Third one this year.
Not a great week,
just
but
all bad.
Cowboys fans, we're both Tech fans, Bears fan, but you got Connor Bedard season coming up. We're about to get Bedarded up in this bitch. Then we got Victor Wembanyama season coming up, so it's like we got some things to look forward to.
Yeah. It's everything's looking up.
Are the Cubs still?
It's the only way
Are the Cubs still in a race for that wild card?
They're in a tough spot, but I think they lost tonight. I'm not 100% sure on that. I just thought I saw someone on Twitter saying like that it wasn't good, but that could have meant a million things. So I don't know. But they were still in the hunt.
Rangers have been pulling ahead. Got a 2-game lead going into the night. So we rattle off a couple more. We're up 4-1 right now in the bottom of the fourth, and Astros are tied up with the Mariners. So an Astros loss, the Rangers win. 3 games up with 5 to go. I'll take that, boy. Would love to see that. Maybe we can get some World Series action going on. Rangers, Cubs, and then just be an MLB podcast after that.
Yeah, it would beat the Bears.
Beat the Cowboys at this point. We'll see. All right, so going to do things a little bit different this week. We're 30% through the season, which is heartbreaking to talk about. But we're gonna do a little tier list for the boys and kind of put our stamp, our Shaving Point stamp of approval of where these teams are. So you want to go by division? You want to go by team? You want to go by category? How you want to play this?
Let's go by category. Let's just start at the top.
All right, starting at the top. So these are teams that undisputedly have the ability to win a championship this year. So I think we got to put Georgia Bulldogs in this tier.
There's no Georgia Bulldogs available.
Okay, we'll find a way around that. All right, so definitely got to put the Bengals in here.
The Bengals.
Put the Bengals in there. They look real good so far. Chiefs, of course.
Yeah, you know Joey B will come back and make it work.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. We can put the 49ers in there.
Okay, so Bengals, Chiefs, 49ers. Anyone else undisputed champs category?
I can't really think of anybody right now.
I think I need to push back on the 49ers.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
I think they belong in the great but not superb owl.
Oh, okay. So no superb owl for them. I'm willing to put that. We need an AFC or at least an NFC team in there. So do you want to do Eagles?
Oh, does the NFC team have a chance?
Oh, maybe not. Okay, so you just want to go down to the next tier?
If I was putting anyone in the NFC there, it's probably the Cowboys.
We can put the Cowboys in there. That'll make a lot of people happy. Let's put the Cowboys in that. Hell yeah. Okay. There we go.
I mean, I think their defense is on par with the 49ers, and they have a quarterback who I trust.
I agree. So great, but no Super Bowl. Yeah, let's put San Fran. Let's put the Eagles in this.
Yeah.
Let's put the Broncos in here. I really like that defense they have. I think Mr. Unlimited's about to get this thing going.
Yeah, Russ has got it moving in the right
Let Russ
direction.
cook.
The Chicago Bears are the get right game for everybody in the NFL,
Yeah.
and then it'll just be easy rolling from there.
Yeah, I agree. Lions got to go here.
Yeah, they're for sure like playoff contender, but
Yeah.
probably don't get all the way.
Okay, so might be good. Let's put the Saints and Packers in here. They just played each other. We don't really know what either one of these teams are. Bills might be good.
Bills got to go in.
Let's put Bills, great, but no Super Bowl.
I think Bills. Yeah.
Let's put them there. Let's put. Let's go. Let's put the entire
maybe?
NFC South in this one.
So yeah,
Saints,
I like
Bucks.
Where are you at, Bucks?
They're right there.
Or, I just said the Bucks. So
We
Panthers.
Falcons.
No, Panthers are
Oh,
the
okay,
rest.
yeah.
I'm
Let's put
sorry.
Panthers in the rest. Yeah, you're right. Falcons. And then we can add let's add the Ravens and they might
Green
be good.
Bay. I think Ravens could go.
They're so injured, but we can put them in the no Super Bowl. I think they're
Yeah.
good enough to get there.
So how many is that we got? We got 8. So that's I think that caps out the top 2
We put
tiers.
Seattle and might be good.
Yeah, Seattle belongs. It might be good.
We need a
New England?
no, they're Kirk Cousins.
No, New England's Kirk's cousin.
We need a category for the Rams that what can we call the category for the Rams? Just happy to be here, but better than we thought, but just happy to be here. I don't know how do we explain the Rams situation right now? Puka Laduka. There we go. That's the Rams category. Yeah, right.
That is the best way you could possibly.
This is
describe
right under
the LA
might be
Rams
good,
right
but
now.
they're better than Kirk Cousins. But okay, I like that.
Yeah, Puka Laduka's got Kirk beat.
So gotta put
So Kirk's got to be the top Kirk's cousin.
yeah,
right?
Steelers, Browns. I could even put the Texans in there, which that's overperforming for the Texans, so they'll be happy with us about that one. Chargers.
Yeah. Ooh, and then Jaguars probably got to go in.
Puka Laduka.
Might be good. You think Puka Laduka?
Yeah, Calvin Ridley's
Okay.
Puka Laduka, I feel like. I don't really
Okay.
know what they are.
Giants
or Kirk
Giants got to be the
Cousins?
rest.
Oh, yeah, Giants can be the
Kirk
rest.
Cousins. Yeah, I think they're the
Washington is
rest.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Let's put Cardinals on Caleb Williams' watch. Jets on Caleb Williams' watch.
Yeah.
Titans on Caleb Williams' watch.
Unless they find a quarterback
Yeah,
somehow.
Kirk Cousins.
No, Titans got to be the rest because Mike Vrabel's just going to will
Yeah,
them to
true.
5 wins somehow.
So Bears, Caleb Williams' watch. Are
Yeah.
Raiders the rest or Caleb Williams' watch?
I think they're the rest.
Okay. And then Colts are Puka Laduka.
The rest. Because you think they're Puka Laduka?
I think they're pretty frisky.
Okay.
Okay, so that about does it for this week. Can you think about anybody we missed?
I don't think so. I mean, no one who did anything of note this week at least comes to mind.
No, nothing really stands out. Okay, so
I mean, I think this is honestly pretty generous to the Broncos considering they lost by 50. this
yeah,
week.
but they're about to get things turned around. Mr. Unlimited's about to cook. So
Okay, I can buy
so
it.
yeah, we'll put that out
Dude.
and then listen to your feedback.
Yeah, those are the official Shaving Points power rankings.
for this week. So that was much easier than I thought it would be. We could do that every week.
Yeah, the tier ranker makes it really
Yeah,
easy.
so yeah, we'll put
Or tier maker.
yeah, we'll put out that tier list, and if you have any disagreements, just make sure you email at buckeystats@gmail.com.
What are you giving out my email for?
I didn't know that was your email. I just went off your Twitter handle.
I know. I'm just playing. Not really. Though, that is my email.
He's joking. What is he?
Am I?
All right. Well, so should we even discuss this past week and the atrocities that happened to our own teams?
I mean,
football
is dead in Chicago, so I'm just trying to figure out what
do you
to do
blame
with myself the rest
so
of the
do you
season.
blame Taylor Swift?
No, it's not her fault.
It never is. So
unless she writes a song about it, then I'll be upset.
Yeah. What if secretly she was just going to watch Justin Fields?
Jack Sanborn, my man.
Yeah.
She was going to for Jack Sanborn, and he tried to win her back with that interception.
He tried his best. So Cowboys didn't look great. I wasn't worried. I said during the game, I said before the game, I kind of said all week. I didn't really talk about it on the pod much, but it's historically, it's again, the Cowboys lose. Needed a wake-up call. It's not in the division. It's early in the season. We stayed healthy in the game, played like shit, looked like shit, but it's definitely a wake-up call. I want to see more out of the defense going forward. But really, Dak's got to get going. I mean, he hasn't really got it going this season, so I just hope it's just an all-around, just like, all right, we in this now, like, we good, so I'm not too worried. Even in the game, I wasn't too worried. It was one of those games you knew you were going to lose 5 minutes into the game. It was no worries whatsoever, but it just still hurts to lose to a Kirk Cousins like Cardinals team. Josh Dobbs might be frisky. It's like, where do the
He might be. I am shocked.
Where do the Cardinals go
by the way
here?
Josh Dobbs is playing?
Like, they're going to win games if they don't get rid of this dude. They're going to win games.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, that the NFC is kind of wide open. They're getting Kyler back after week 6. It's like, if they're 3-3 going in, like getting Kyler back with the way their defense is playing, with the way they're running the ball, with how good their offensive line looks, like, I wouldn't count them out.
We said all offseason, Cardinals are not the worst team in football.
Yeah.
And I wanted to rescind it after they traded guys away, but you know what? Jonathan Gannon was right, apparently.
Taking shots. Pew, pew.
Pew, pew.
I mean, I thought for sure Kyler was done with this organization. They were done with Kyler. But, I mean, week 6, if they're even close to a winning record, they could finish the season 10-7, like 9-8. I don't know. Why not?
I think 6 wins is probably where they end up. Most
You
likely.
think if they're
Kyler comes back hot,
you think if they're 3-3 when Kyler comes back, they're only going to win 3 more?
I don't think they'll be 3-3.
You don't think?
I think they'll have 1 to 2 wins.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to see what that team does, though. I mean, they're fun. They're frisky. They got a good young defense. They got a good offensive line.
Yeah.
I mean, if Caleb Williams or Drake May falls into their lap, they could immediately be a contender.
They already got Caleb. Or, I mean, Kyler.
If they get Drake May or Caleb Williams, he's gone. He can go play for the Bears.
I guess so. I mean, you might need 0 wins this year to get them.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Maybe not, though. I mean, Justin Fields could get this thing together and get it rolling.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I am very glass half empty on him until I see a reason not to be.
Yeah, it's not good. So,
like, you dive into some of the all 22, and it's just like he's just not seeing it anymore. He used to see it but he doesn't see
Yeah.
it.
So where are
anymore.
we at as Bears fans? Is it just hope
We're dead.
dead? So 3 weeks in.
We're all dead. We all died
3 weeks
last
in.
week.
What about this defense? You went out and signed all these linebackers in the offseason, lost 30 of the fridge. Like, how's the defense looking? You hired a defensive coach.
Linebackers aren't worth a lot if there's no one they're linebacking and
What about these rookies?
know?
I know we were high on these rookies going in. How are the rookies looking?
Rookies have showed some promise. Darnell Wright looks really good.
Javon Dexter?
And Javon Dexter's getting better every week.
Better and
He's-
better.
He's a project. He's always been a project. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a guy you're counting on.
What
right
about
away.
your
Zach Pickens? Need to see more.
what about your 32nd overall pick, which was the last pick of the 32nd overall,
Joey Porter Jr.?
which was the first pick of the second round, Chase Claypool. How's he looking for you?
Whew, hot topic.
32nd overall. A lot of draft capital.
Yep, not looking great.
Oh. DJ Moore?
It would be great if they could find ways to get him the
So
football.
is DJ Moore cursed?
He might be.
So it's his fault.
Maybe. I mean, tune in next year to find out.
Okay, so we're on Caleb Williams' watch officially. We're putting the
Pretty much, unless they just go on an unreal tear here, yeah.
we're putting the shaving
that's how it
points
feels.
Caleb Williams Bears watch. Stamping it down. All right. So
Stamp approved.
fade bear season. Okay. So through 30% of the season, who's your MVP right now? You have Pat Mahomes. You got some guys playing unreal down there in Florida. Mike Evans is looking great. Baker Mayfield even looks good.
Tyreek Hill.
Who does he play for?
The Bucks.
But yeah, I saw
One of those
saw
Florida
his name
teams.
flash on the ticker a couple of times over the weekend. I thought he was still in Kansas City, honestly. But yeah, we could throw Tyreek Hill into that conversation. Micah Parsons, even though not the best week 3, but I think he could go into that conversation. Any other quarterbacks? Josh Allen hasn't looked too great. CJ Stroud, we put him into that MVP conversation. No interceptions.
Rookie MVP. I can see it.
No interceptions so far into the season. Has the highest career passer rating through 3 games with yards attempted and no interceptions, which is like the most cherry picked stat ever, but I guess it's true. Yeah, he's looking fantastic over there in Houston. Tank Dell, we want to put him in the conversation.
Yeah, hey, I am eating my words on Tank Dell. I did not think he could play at that weight in the NFL, and he is just like laughing the whole way to the bank right now. He looks awesome.
Yeah, he looks really, really good. So yeah, I think that's about everybody in the MVP race right now. I would say just another Patty Mahomes season, unless somebody really takes off and just slings it and puts up like an historic offensive performance here soon. But as of right now,
What about Kenny Pickett?
Kenneth. Yeah,
Second year quarterback bum.
it is. Yeah, and he's what, like 5-1 in primetime games now in his career.
Something like that.
Big game Kenny is what they've been calling him.
On his back.
That's what they call him, Big Game Kenny. So yeah, maybe he gets there. But yeah, I mean, I would say it's definitely got to be Pat Mahomes at this point. Nobody else has really done anything spectacular, or really made a name for themselves yet.
Yeah.
So we'll give the.
Just wait till Talia gets to the league. He'll take it from Pat.
Oh yeah, he turned it up over there at Maryland, so could definitely happen. So yeah, 30% through the season, our MVPs: Pat Mahomes, Rookie of the Year, CJ Stroud, possible Rookie and MVP CJ Stroud, Defense Player of the Year, Micah Parsons, also possible MVP, and Tank Dell.
Just Tank Dell. The most Tank Dell award goes to Tank Dell.
Put some respect on his name. All right. Do you want to give out any offensive performance awards for week 3?
Offensive performance awards? I mean,
week 3.
Kansas City put up
30
something in the first half on
the
Bears.
They wouldn't have stopped themselves. They could have put up 70
easily.
Like,
would have been historic.
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember the last time a team put up 70, but yeah, I think offensive award of the week. I mean, it's got to go to the Kansas City Swifties over there. So, well, yeah, we can give it to the Swifties this week,
and the Broncos for just fighting through.
Yeah, I mean, they're really good. I don't know if they can win a Super Bowl, but I mean, they're right up there with them. I mean, Sean Payton, great coach. I mean, just ask anybody whenever Cowboys hired Mike McCarthy how good Sean Payton is. They'll tell you. So, great coach over there in Denver. Great defense, good young talent, and they a Super Bowl quarterback. So, I mean, they're on the verge of getting this thing rolling over there in Denver.
They got their get right game this
week. It's gonna be get right for somebody. All right. Well, you want to go ahead and get into the week 4 slate?
Let's do it.
All right. All right, so starting out, we have the Detroit Lions going to Green Bay, take on the Packers for Thursday Night Football. I'm not sure what the spread is on this game. I do not have it written down, but the total is 46. Do you have the spread or the total in this, Q?
I have the spread. The spread is 1.5.
1.5.
Detroit.
Who are you taking here and why?
They can't keep getting away with it, Jay.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
They cannot.
Preach it to the people.
Those cheese men, they cannot keep getting away with it. They just can't. I don't care that it's at Lambeau. Detroit is the better team here. They have the better quarterback. They have the better offense.
They might have
they have the better offensive line, which is one of Green Bay's biggest strengths.
I mean, they might have the MVP of the league at quarterback.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know anybody in the NFL right now playing better than Jared Goff, other than maybe Patrick Mahomes.
I gotta say, you were texting me that earlier, and usually I write you off when you say this, and I'm like, nah. But I'm coming around. Maybe if so.
Detroit
hits a few.
Some of my takes in the past couple of years are really starting to look good.
Yeah. So Detroit hits a few real big boy defenses mid-season. How he performs against them will tell us whether he's a real MVP candidate or not. Like when he plays Dallas, that's going to be telling.
Yep.
And if he looks good and puts up numbers there, like not like ludicrous numbers, but just like does well enough to win against a top tier defense, he's entering the MVP conversation.
Absolutely. Yeah, I like the Lions a lot here too. I didn't take them solely for the fact that I'm still not sleeping on the Lions, but I mean, Packers are the luckiest team in football right now. They're the Vikings of last year, to where they shouldn't be getting away with it, but they do. And I'm not gonna waste my money on a team of destiny. And I don't think they're gonna do much. Like, I could see them going 13-4 and losing in the first round of the playoffs. Like, but it's one of those teams that it's like they just piss you off because you know they're not good. They prove that they're not good week in and week out, and somehow they always get the cover or pull it out at the end. And then they leave the game, and you're like, they're even worse than I thought, and somehow they're still winning games. So for that reason, I'm not betting the Lions, even though I love the Lions in this game. But I am taking over 46 here. I think both teams can score. Both teams have big playability. I think short rest Thursday night, usually you don't get high-scoring games. Over is usually not a good bet. But the Lions have a young team, which definitely helps in these Thursday night games. Packers have a young team. I think if we can get some early points or just some early big plays, I think this could snowball into a big time scoring matchup. So I like that over 46 here.
Yeah, so initially, or actually not initially, but if the Packers didn't just win by 1 point with New Orleans missing a field goal and losing their quarterback, I'd probably stay away. But like, that's just too much luck at the end of a game. But I will say, watching Jordan Love lead that game-winning drive made me pee my pants a little, and I'm not proud of it.
Yeah, I mean, they're the Vikings of last year. I mean, hopefully this doesn't turn into a Jordan Love legacy thing to where he looks okay but not great, and then just builds off it and becomes fantastic. I mean, I think everybody would hate that. So let's just hope this is a one-off and they're in purgatory for the next 10 years where they're just good enough to win 6 games, never bad enough to get another quarterback, but never really good enough to compete. That is my ideal situation for the Packers the next decade. So let's hope that's true.
That's the dream.
Let's hope that's the dream. Okay, moving on. We have the London game. This game, if you haven't seen a commercial for it, which I don't know how you could miss it, is being broadcast in Andy's bedroom, which Andy's American, which makes no sense why they're playing this game in Andy's bedroom from Toy Story with live animation. I don't know how this is even possible, but they're doing live
I was about to ask you, who the hell is Andy?
Did you not hear about this over the weekend?
I saw the Toy Story commercials, and now it's clicking. I didn't realize it was in London.
Yeah. So luckily you get that game at what, 6 a.m.? So I mean, set your alarm.
Yeah. I'll have to get up for it.
It's the last day of the month for me, so I'll have be working that day, so I'll probably miss most of the Andy's bedroom action, but that's okay with me. But yeah, Falcons, Jags are London. Jags is London. Jacksonville is what, just put in a stadium or a bid to get like $1 billion from the city of Jacksonville to redo their stadium. City's giving them kind of like the hizzy hey, like see ya type deal. So we could be seeing the future home of the Jaguars here this weekend. I'm taking under 43 in this game. I really like this Atlanta's defense and what they've shown so far. This Jaguars team looks uninspired and just not where you kind of, I mean, we've seen flashes. We've seen Calvin Ridley plays. We've seen Christian Kirk plays, Travis Etienne. But, I mean, they just look uninspired and, like, just something missing there. I think the Falcons can make this a ugly, sloppy game. And I think the Falcons can win this game, too. But, yeah, give me under 43 here.
Yeah, I can see it. I feel like unders are always decent bets for the overseas, like the London games, because it's like that jet lag is real, especially because Jacksonville, this is their first trip there. Like, it's not like they've been there for 2 weeks.
It's probably a huge public play too. I'm probably with the majority, which I don't like to be, but I love this Falcons defense.
Yeah, Jesse Bates is feisty, man. I don't remember him being this feisty in Cincinnati. Like, he is in people's grill.
I love him. He's really setting the tone for that team right now.
Tone setters. Gotta have them. Gotta have tone setters. So, moving on, I'll get to Washington, Philadelphia, at Philadelphia.
Your hometown.
I'm taking Washington plus 8.5, man.
You're going to get your Eagles.
Their corners are all hurt. There's no one to defend Scary Terry. I think, sure, what's his name out of North Carolina? He's going to throw the ball up for grabs, but I'm not sure their secondary is in shape to really take advantage of it.
Put some respect on Sam Howell's name.
Sam Howell. That's it. I was going to say Sam something. I forget what.
Drake May.
Yeah, Drake May. That's it. But Washington, I think their D-line is going to be able to make it tough on the Eagles to keep their offense on the ground, force them to throw more. I really like this Washington defense, and I just don't know if Philly has the manpower right now with their injuries to really stop a whole lot of teams. Now maybe Sam Howell, after his terrible performance last week, pulls a Rex Grossman and just like does it again. But I think they're going to find better answers for him.
Yeah, I mean, I like Sam Howell. I like what he's shown so far. I think he can really get this thing up and going again. Really, really talented team in Washington. And, I mean, I still don't think Philly's as good as they've shown. I mean, they kind of struggled early with Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay couldn't take advantage. And, I mean, nothing about Philly is really told, like, I don't think they're as good as last year, or I don't think they can do what they did last year. They might be as good, but I think they were pretty severely overrated last year, and everything fell their way. So, yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that. I'm not betting it just because Sam Howell scares the shit out of me, and it's the NFC East, and they either play close games or lose by a million. So,
yeah. Another factor to consider here is, I believe. Oh no, never mind. He didn't play. He didn't play Georgia last year. Washington center Ricky Stromberg. He played Georgia 2 years ago. Didn't do that well, though. I could have sworn I saw draft tape of him. And I was like impressed by how he was handling Jalen Carter.
Oh, yeah.
Ricky Stromberg out of Arkansas, but his PFF grades aren't good, but I'm pretty sure he had some really nice tape against Jalen Carter that impressed me.
Good. Yeah. I mean, they got a lot more than Jalen Carter, but that is good. That is reassuring to know. But yeah, I mean, I like that.
Well, and Jordan Davis.
And yeah, the Big Baby Davis. Yeah, that Philly team is so much talent. We'll go on to this next game. The Baltimore Orioles Baltimore Birds going to play the Cleveland Dogs. We got
who wins in a fight, a bird versus a dog?
Depends on the bird and dog.
Just a Baltimore bird versus a Cleveland dog.
Cleveland dog wins that fight, but
the bird can fly.
Yeah. The dog pound. The dog pound. All right. So Deshaun Watson just had his best game as a Brown. Ravens don't look great. They're super injured. Browns are 2.5-point favorites at home. Yeah, give me Jim Harbaugh and the Ravens plus 2.5 in this spot.
Ooh, Jim Harbaugh road dog. I like it. I like it. Jim Harbaugh road dog is always
the Browns have
a fair.
Browns
play.
have no business being favorites to the Ravens. The Ravens could be throwing out Joe Flacco, Ed Reed, and Ray Lewis this week, and I'll take the Ravens against the Browns.
For those who don't know, John Harbaugh now 43-25-5 against the spread as a road dog. 17-8-1 against spread as a road dog in division. Yeah.
And Lamar's really good. And Lamar's better than Deshaun.
Yeah. I'm not betting it just because I don't like 2.5. If it goes up to 3, I might take it.
Hell yeah, Podna. But yeah, I mean, yeah, give me Harbaugh, give me Lamar. I don't care about the injuries. No Nick Chubb there in Cleveland. I guess they just re-signed their kicker that they had for a while, so maybe they can get that run game going again. We'll see. But I love the Ravens in this spot.
I like it. I like that play a lot. I might end up taking that.
All right. Next up here, we have a very, very frisky Denver Broncos team. One of the best teams in our power rankings, 30% into the season, going to the Big Apple to play Chicago Bears. I don't even know what the spread is in this game.
I think Broncos are 3.5-point favorites.
Yeah, this is a quintessential. Do you have any pride in yourself whatsoever game? Like
the third straight one?
Yeah, but
For the second
This
straight
is for
one, I
both
guess,
teams.
because week 1 can't really count.
This is for both teams, not just one team. So, what are we doing in this game? You're betting this game?
Yeah, I'm betting it. I'm taking the over.
Oh,
Over 46.
taking an over.
Going back to last year, the Bears are 13-7 on the over. They are, and a lot of that. I mean, I don't think they have gone under. Oh no, so one under with Justin Fields starting since week 6 last year. Every other game has gone over.
Okay. Bears are over team.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Like, Denver gave up 70 last week. Chicago gave up 50. Something's got to work here.
Yeah. Yep.
Over 46. I like it.
Over 46. All right. Put that in your tickler file. Q's taking it over.
Again, I just keep taking them this year, and I'm very disappointed in myself.
All right. Well, next up, we have the Buffalo Bills going down to what is that? Miami? Miami?
Mamie.
To play, I guess whoever that. I don't know who they're playing. Give me Bills -3 here. Going into warm weather, they're gonna be all loose and giddy, ready to party. I don't.
Wait, are you sure this isn't in
This
Buffalo?
might be in Buffalo. It might be a cold weather game.
I think it's in
Yeah,
Buffalo.
I had it written down. Well, let's see. Okay, I wrote it down right in my notes, then read it wrong off the screen. Yeah. So the warm weather team's going up playing the cold. They're gonna be all stiff. They're not gonna be loose. No, I love the Bills in this spot. They lost week 1 to the Jets, probably getting a little bit overlooked. One of the other teams in the division is just playing lights out right now, acting like they own the world. Yeah, I mean, one team riding high, one team feeling disrespected. They're at home in that stadium. I love the Bills in this spot. Yeah, give me Bills -3. I think it's just the perfect spot for them here after that big old performance last week by the Dolphins. So
Yeah, I think after that performance, like, the Dolphins are probably due for a bit of a letdown. It's just what happens when teams go that big of a victory.
Yeah.
There tends to be a bit of a letdown after, because it's such an excitement. It's such a, like, mental, like, exhaustion from it. Of, like, exhaustion's not the right word, 'cause it's all, like, celebratory, but, like, you lose some work in there. And I think the Dolphins will be fine, but, like, they're not going to cover every spread this year.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I love the Bills in that spot. That's just kind of putting their stamp back on things, like we're still here type deal. So yeah, I like the Bills in that spot -3 at home.
All right.
I might
Moving
tickle
on.
that over too. Just a little tickle.
Ooh, spicy. Just a tickle. Moving on to my final NFL bet. Kansas City Chiefs going into the Meadowlands, pray for Pat Mahomes' knees, to play the Jets.
What do you got in that game?
I'm taking Kansas City -9.5. Exact opposite thing that we just said about the Dolphins, but I just don't know that the Jets can really score. And I think the Chiefs will find ways to score.
Yeah.
It's a good defense they're playing. They do not have the firepower they used to, but I'm not letting that pull me in. I don't see the Jets keeping this a 2-score game. Maybe it's 20-something to 7.
Yeah, I looked at this game a lot as well. And the only thing that scares me is that Jets defense. But yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, it's a big number, but Mahomes historically, I mean, when he wins, he can win big. I mean, doesn't really have a whole lot of close games, and in his close games, he also wins. So, but Wins by a
Yeah,
pretty
I
big
mean,
margin.
we've seen Pat put up 30 points on good defenses over and over and over.
Yeah, it's like
I saw him walk into the Bears' top 5 defense in 2019 and put up 30 something and win 30 to like 3.
You know what I heard the other day? I don't remember this at all. Do you know the Bears could have drafted him back in that draft?
No.
Am I wrong?
No, it was illegal. They would have went to jail.
Oh, okay. I could have swore they had the opportunity to pick him and they didn't, but maybe I'm misremembering. But yeah, I'd heard that the other day and I was like, oh, wow, that's crazy. Like, could you imagine?
Yeah, he definitely didn't count to 11 on his fingers, and after scoring a touchdown and mock all of Chicago.
Oh, I thought he was just showing them that he knew how to count.
Yeah, that's what.
I mean, he has to do that with Travis Kelce every week to be like, "Hey, big boy, like remember, 1, 2." So like maybe it's just habit,
but he doesn't like Count Dracula though. He doesn't in his Count Dracula voice.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he also has 2 young kids, so maybe he's just practicing counting so he doesn't mess up when he's teaching his kids.
Yeah,
could be completely unrelated to the draft.
Absolutely, has to be.
Yeah.
All right,
stand-up guy. Moving on to the last game of the week. This is an asterisk game here, but if Anthony Richardson plays, I am taking Colts -1 versus the Rams and Indy. I love Anthony Richardson. I love this offense. I mean, even Gardner Minshew looked all right last week. Everything they got going, about to get Jonathan Taylor back. At this point, why wouldn't Jonathan Taylor want to come back and play for this team? I mean, they could legit contend for the division at this point with how Jacksonville looks. It might be them and the Texans contending for that division with 2 rookie quarterbacks. Would love to see it. New blood in the AFC. With just 2 more good quarterbacks, like the AFC needs any more good quarterbacks. But yeah, super excited to see if Richardson plays this game. If he doesn't play this game, probably going to avoid it altogether. Rams do look super frisky. Puka Nacua looks fantastic. Matt Stafford.
Puka Nahu?
Laduca looks fantastic.
Oh, Puka Laduca.
Kyron Williams looks great. Matt Stafford is slinging that thing around the field. They don't have a single offensive lineman that could start on any of the other 31 teams in the league, but that doesn't matter. They're just frisky.
Them together seem to be better than it doesn't add up. Nothing about the Rams adds up. It doesn't make any sense, and Sean McVay is a witch.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how good this Bengals team is, but I mean, I think the Bengals team's pretty good, and it took the Bengals everything they had and more to squeak out a victory on Monday night. So, I mean, I think the Rams are just going to be a very good 8-9, 9-8 team this year. Maybe creep their way up to 10 wins. Like, it ain't no easy games when you're playing the Rams, that's for sure. But I do like Anthony Richardson in this spot, if he plays. So. If Gardner Minshew plays, then it's absolutely no bet for me here. But I like Anthony Richardson in this game.
You don't think the Minshew Magic can get the cover for you?
I mean, if it comes out that he's playing and I can get 3 or 4 points with Indy, maybe. But I think this line might move to Colts -3 with Richardson coming back. But I think that -1 pick'em area is maybe he plays, maybe he doesn't, and then as soon as it's fully announced that Richardson's playing, it's going to add about 2 points towards the Indy side, I would assume.
A twofer.
Yeah.
Classic twofer.
But yeah, that's all I got for this week for NFL. What about you?
That's all I got. So we're on to college.
On to college. All right. I'll just rattle through a couple of mine real quick, then you can do a couple of yours, and then we can end on some other ones. But first pick, I'm taking Oregon State -3.5. Utah hasn't looked great. Doesn't look like Cam Rising's coming back anytime soon. Oregon State was in a shootout last week with Washington State. I love Oregon State in this spot at home versus Utah -3.5. Give me that. Let's see. What do you have? I gotta get all mine pulled up. That's the only one I know off the top
I
of my
can just
head.
rattle through mine. I can rattle through them. Bama going to Mississippi State, taking the over 46.5. Clemson going to Syracuse, taking Syracuse plus 6.5. Syracuse has been a cover machine, by the way, going back to last year. Indiana going to Maryland. Give me Talia Tagovailoa and the over 50.5. So to be clear, I'm not taking Maryland. I'm just taking the over because Talia is going to score a lot of points.
Yes, sir.
And then Mizzou going to good old Vanderbilt. Mizzou's got a quarterback who can sling it. Give me Mizzou minus 13.5. And South Carolina going to Tennessee. Give me the namesake from our intro of this show, Rattler. I wanted to say Desmond Ritter.
Desmond Ritter,
but Rattler. Spencer Rattler and South Carolina to go into Tennessee plus 11.5.
All right. So I have the Oregon State pick, obviously. Give me USC Colorado over 73. Neither one of these teams play defense. I can see Caleb Williams putting up 73 by himself in this game. Shedeur Sanders got to have a comeback. USC team totals have been absolutely money this year, and I've been mainly on USC team totals these past couple of weeks, but I'm getting on this over here. I think Shedeur Sanders can put up 20-25 on this defense easily, and I don't think they're keeping USC under 50 unless they just call the dogs off in the second quarter. So yeah, give me over 73 in that game. Give me Kansas Jayhawks going in to Texas and covering 16.5. I love that for them.
I almost took that too. These were on my cut list, man. Both of those.
Give me the UCF Golden Knights at home against the Baylor Bears. Give me UCF minus 11.5. UCF sneaky might be one of the better teams in the Big 12. I think they might be competing for a shot at the Big 12 title at the end of the year. Next up, LSU has just quietly got this thing rolling over there in Baton Rouge. But they're going to Ole Miss this week as 2.5-point favorites. Don't love that for them, but I do love the over in this game. Give me over 67. Ole Miss Rebels versus LSU Tigers. Late afternoon game, not quite night, but with those two offenses, I think they could definitely score some points there, and could be an absolute shootout going on there. And then the last game I have here, give me the Duke Blue Devils at home versus Notre Dame. I've been on Notre Dame all year, but I think they can cover the 5.5. I think Notre Dame wins this game, but give me the Duke Blue Devils plus 5.5 at home with Notre Dame coming into town. Notre Dame coming off a hell of a week. Just absolute brutal loss. Luckily, we had them on the spread last week, but I did tickle that money line a little bit, so that hurt. But yeah, give me Duke catching the 5.5 at home versus Notre Dame. I think this Duke team's good. We'll see how they do the rest of the season, but I feel like after that high emotion loss at Ohio or versus Ohio State, I could see them coming out flat in that game, and I think Duke could take full advantage of that. I think they're very well coached. I think Mike Elko might be one of the best coaches in the nation right now, and probably be looking at getting some jobs here pretty soon. So, but maybe he just stays at Duke. Maybe he's a Duke guy for life. We'll see. But yeah, I love those Blue Devils in that spot.
Like it. A lot of those I considered taking for myself. So we see them pretty similarly. But that is all I've got.
That's all you got?
Yeah, I'm emotionally damaged and drained from the Chicago Bears. So
yeah, between the Cowboys and Texas Tech this weekend, what a letdown for Texas Tech. I mean, I was calling for the backup quarterback. I was calling for Baron Morton, and then yeah, he sucks. You
know what though? I don't buy that. I don't think he was getting any first team reps. I don't think he's gotten any practice with these guys.
You think they were that in love with
I think
Shuck?
that they were. I do.
That's
I do.
even worse.
I do not think they were going to bench Shuck for anything.
Which is crazy. What has he done?
So I say give Morton some time because I think Morton's going to get better with real opportunities to practice with these guys and get in the game plan and have the game plan for him, not for Shuck.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's opportunity.
I mean, I understand. Shuck looks like a great guy. I mean, he looks like a guy that might be a fantastic head coach someday. But, I mean, we're in the winning business. We're not in the personality friend, slap you on the ass business. Like, if Morton was legitimately not getting looks or snaps in practice, like, that's malpractice.
I really don't think he was. Like, I mean, I don't think he was.
If that's the case,
he looked extremely like discombobulated out there, and we've seen him look good. We've seen him look good though.
He looks so bad that I hope you're right for the sake of just how could we not? If he's legit that bad, and that's why there was never a question of moving on from Shuck, how did we not go get another quarterback? Tyler Shuck hasn't.
Yeah, that's what
Tyler
I'm saying.
Shuck hasn't played
it doesn't add
even
up.
close to a full season in his entire career. And so if we were just, if we were just fine with like the potential of injury on a team that had a lot of expectations coming into the season, they were just fine letting all that ride on his shoulders no matter what. And it was like, oh, if this guy goes down, we're just screwed anyway. So like, no, we don't need to go find a JUCO guy or somebody else besides this Morton kid who looks like he can't even play football. It was bad.
Yeah, I mean, I just cannot buy that he is that bad.
Well, we lost to what I thought might be the worst team in Power 5.
I did too, but you know what? They played Pitt tough. Like, they beat Pitt, didn't they?
Maybe, but Pitt's also very bad.
Yeah, but I mean, so West Virginia's, I'm starting to question. Maybe they're a little better than I gave them credit.
Yeah, I mean, they still might be, but I mean, they're still a bottom tier team. I mean, the way Oregon's looking, Oregon might be a legit top 5, top 6 team in the league or in the nation. And I mean, we stood toe to toe with them for 4 quarters. Had a bad game against Wyoming, and then Tarleton State doesn't matter. But the ups and downs of this team don't make any sense for Texas Tech. It looks like they play to their competition, which is 100% on coaching if that's the case. And
I question some of the late game decision
Yeah,
making.
if we're gonna play to our competition every week, yeah, it's fun whenever we play teams like Texas and OU, and we're in the game till the end. And then if we can pull it out, it's a great win. But we gotta beat teams we should beat. We had the same issues last year. Gotta beat teams that we should beat.
Yep. Hey, we still have the best home field advantage in college football, though.
Patrick Mahomes.
No, there's no visitor locker room.
Oh yeah, us and Vandy both have that going for us right now, and I'm not sure who would win that game. So.
I think Tech would win.
I would hope so. Thought we'd beat Wyoming.
Elevation.
Yeah, elevation. Yeah. Yeah, Vanderbilt's a little bit closer to sea level, I guess. But yeah, if you stayed for that little 5-minute Tech rant, I'm sorry, but that'll do it for us this week. What about our Texans, boy? We've been saying
don't sleep on them. The first time all season, I didn't bet them. You had the timing. You knew it.
Love that Texans team. Love CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud looking damn good. I mean, tried telling y'all. I've been trying to tell you.
You did.
But yeah, that'll do it for us. We'll see y'all week 5, and don't sleep on them Texans, boy.